Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 28 of Let's Try Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2025. Bong bong, God bless all y'all. Hoping you're ready for some action today. So, in the college hoop style, we played such a heartbreaking game last episode. If you haven't seen it, pause this. You have to see it. I did kind of just spoil it, but if you didn't catch it, we played the 18th ranked, 11th best, actually. Well, according to the net rankings, they're moving up in the rankings, basically. Arkansas Hogs team in Arkansas. And we played them dead even, and even to a lead for about 37 and a half minutes. But just a minute or two that they outplayed us, and that was the difference in the game. We made their two starters completely disappear. Their center, Dix, got in foul trouble. He ended with a poor stat line. Nathan Carter, 4 or 5-star recruit. Well, senior, I should say. He didn't do much. We played them tooth and nail amazingly the whole way. Just could not get it to close out, but our morale's good. It was a really tough loss. Had we beaten number 18, wow, that would have been crazy, but we're 2-10. And it was a learning experience, as a lot of these games are. So what I'm going to do is just get right into it. We're going to sim today's schedule and see what happens. 8-1 Florida. See who goes where, what happens. Provo goes to 6-2, as does Utah State. No, they go to 8-2. Looks like there's a healthy amount of games today. Texas A&M goes to 8-2. Kansas State 8-0, unranked. Ohio State, same record, but is ranked 17th. Miami, Florida 7-1, as is Des Moines. St. Paul drops to 1-8. 16 West Virginia to 9-0. Baltimore drops to 2-8, and one of those 2 wins is over us. But it's been very fun, and we're learning the game. I can't wait till the 2026 version comes out. At the pace that I'm doing this, we may get a couple seasons in before it even drops, even if it drops in March. Because we're about halfway through the season now. Our non-conference schedule is about wrapping up soon. And I'm really pumping through them. It's been a lot of fun. Hope you guys are digging it too. I don't know. I don't have any other RPG videos on my channel right now. It's been all this game my attention has gone to. And I don't know why, really. It just kind of gravitated here. Mississippi goes to 9-2. And I'm really glad it did, because it's a fantastic gem. Number 14, Texas 10-0. Georgia State 0-8. Georgia State 0-8. But yeah, thank you, Lord above, for making me find this game, this gem. And yeah, can't wait till the 26th version, but we're going to have fun with 25 for now. Maybe you can import saves even into the 26th version. That would be crazy. Number 2, Alabama goes to 12-0. Wow, Kentucky gets their first loss against Spokane. Nashville's still undefeated. Kentucky was number 1. So things starting to get mixed up here in a good way. We're going to take a look at those top 25 rankings and stuff. I'm curious to see in the polls and media where Arkansas plays into this. Okay, so Alabama goes to number 2. Kentucky stays at number 1 right now, 12-1. Arkansas is still 18. They moved 4 spots up since then. West Virginia down 6, even though they're 9-0. That's how college basketball works. That's just the media poll. If we go to the coaches poll, they have West Lafayette climbing again, up 5, even though they're 8-3. A lot of 8-2 teams, 2-loss teams in the top 10 of the coaches poll. Media poll doesn't have West Lafayette. Oh yeah, there they are. 8-3. Why are they different color in the coaches poll? Nashville Admirals. And the net rankings, that changes things, because Arkansas number 11, as you can see. We almost were able to beat them. That would have turned this whole season on its head. But what's done is done. Pretty cool, though. And if we go to the Mid-Eastern, we're going to be starting conference play soon. I guess there's no polls or anything for the Mid-Eastern Charles Lake. We didn't win an award. Player of the month has been Eric Slaughter, Chris Boone, Jerron Duplessis won freshman of the week at one point early on, but there we have it. Let's and I guess not each conference has their own players. This is just a Norton watch for the top 5 in the country, which is interesting. Nashville has a player on there, but anyway, let's see what else we can get into. Standings, Mid-Eastern Conference. We are last in the conference, which we're trying to avoid. We're still 1-0 at home, aren't we? Perfect streak at home, just 1-10 on the road. We have the worst net, so we're probably going to end last in the conference, but if we can chip off some of these teams in conference play, it might be pretty good. And tourney watch for Maryland Eastern Shore. Bubble watch denotes automatic bid, not available until after February 1st. And there's our win against Florida Gulf Coast. They're quadrant 4. Louisiana State actually quadrant 3. They've moved up. And look at that. Yeah, we lost by 11 on the stat sheet, but it was much closer for, like I said, 38 minutes of that game. No, I don't want the almanac. What's the magazines again? View summer camps preview, view season preview. Oh, wow. For the entire league. So if we go to Mid-Eastern Conference, Maryland Eastern Shore, that was our original starting lineup to start the game, but we switched it up on them. Pretty neat, though. Little preview. Key bench players. And what else do we have? League leaders. I don't think we have any league leaders. There's that Eric Slaughter, 28.7 per game. Wow, the assist leader is only averaging 5.5, rebounder 9.5. Interesting. I'm curious out of guards. Oh, look at that. Charles Lake. Oh, this is in the Mid-Eastern Conference. And Jerron Duplessis, 5th and 6th, respectively, with Waylon George down at 15 in the Mid-Eastern Conference. Chris Boone, South Carolina State, and Anthony Springer. Wow, they're lighting it up. Chris Boone, we don't have a rating on him. That's weird. Is it maybe because they're interconference? Like we have to wait for the scouting report or something? Let's see what NXT Hoops is. Next 100. Oh, okay, it's the various recruits and stuff. Recruit ranks. Wow, we actually have a better recruit than South Carolina State, but they must be a veteran team. They didn't have any scholarships. We had 1. I think after next season, we'll have 2, which should be interesting. Compare players, key dates. Are we coming up on any key dates? December. November 20 to March 18th is evaluation. Preseason tournaments, December 25th. What? Season begins November 13. Oh, okay, that ends the preseason tournaments that are going on. Recruit SAT scores finalized on January 28th. I have not been keeping up with team SAT scores. I hope they're pretty good. We play Idaho State next, but they're 4-5. But before we do that, let's check these SAT scores. How do we check that out? How do we know? Oh, 2.2 GPA. Does anybody have it's a pretty low GPA. There's some 2.1s. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that, actually. Do we have to tell peeps to get their grades up? Are we going to have a bunch of educationally suspended, ineligible players? I don't know. I haven't noticed that. Took back at key dates, though. Maybe that's for recruiting, though. Yeah, recruit SAT scores. So we have to hope our recruit passes the SAT. Conference tournaments, March 5th. Selection show, postseason tournaments, league awards, coaching carousel, assistant coach hiring, year-end tasks. And then it starts all over. Very, very cool. Can't wait. But probably going to see it, actually. Let's sim some more games till we have a game. It's December 17th. I think we play on the 18th. Let's give it a sim. Oh, Florida loses to Utah State, who's 9-2. Ohio State, number 17, goes to 9-0. Kansas State, 9-0. Still some undefeated teams remaining. Number 12, Illinois, stays undefeated by 1 point. Texas Rio Grande Valley went to 6-2. I don't feel so bad losing to them now. They're balling out. Williamsburg, 6-3. So many cool cities we could play as, or different, whatever you would call it, different areas. Texas Corpus Christi, a beautiful area. Auburn. Not a big fan of the big names, but like New Haven, stuff like that is really cool. Pennsylvania. Princeton's always a good choice. Denver's pretty cool. I like stuff like South Dakota State, these little weird ones. Jackson State, 7-2. Always a lot of fun. That's why I enjoy college basketball. It's nice to see so many different teams are included in this one. Of course, they're all kind of made up. They're based on the real ones, I guess, but Malibu is a team I never noticed. Texas A&M Commerce drops to 1-7, as does Chattanooga. But that'll do it for the 17th. VMI. Virginia Military Institute, I think. 104-69. If we could get a win like that, boy, I'll retire. I'll eat my hat. Okay, we don't play on the 18th, but we do have some inbox. North Dakota State, we're playing. Idaho State, we're up in the Pacific Northwest. Utah State finally ranked. Go to 10-2. Oh, that was a good one. I kind of missed it, though. Well, that's all that played today. And there's Idaho State. Oh, we have a bunch of inbox. Idaho State scouting report, team update. Bobby White, Nick O'Connor, and Ivan Carroll we have to meet with. So let's have a meet with Bobby White, Nick O'Connor, and Ivan Carroll. Okay, Bobby White we'll meet with first. Your playing style, I want you to shoot more threes, brother. Shoot fewer mid-range jumpers. Do that for 2 weeks. He'll do his best. End the meeting. Nick O'Connor. You should try and post up more. What part of your game? Shoot fewer mid-range jumpers for 2 weeks. And Ivan. We want Ivan to drive more and shoot fewer threes for 2 weeks. Oh, and I want to tell Charles Lake, who's been killing it on the low block. That was a discovery we made. In the flex, he loves to post up. He's a pretty big guard. You should try and post up more and shoot fewer mid-range. Try that out for 2 weeks. All right, there we go. That's about the end of who I want to talk to. Let's look at this Idaho State scouting report. They're net 359. Wow, they're way down there with us. But they're 4-5. We have a 42% chance of winning. They have the advantage of power forward over Brandon Freeman. And their bench actually has the advantage, which, if you ask me, well, they do a lot more assisting and stealing. So, yeah, they put up many more points per game, but they allow a lot. They shoot a great percentage from the three and the field and free throw percentage. They assist. They out-rebound us by 4, out-block us by 2. We out-steal them by 3, and they turn it over 2 times more. Their leading scorer is Johnny Odell, the center, a sophomore. And ours is Charles Lake. Johnny Odell. Idaho State runs a fast-paced offense, allows their players some offensive freedom outside the sets. In half court, they sport an outside attack with their primary set being the motion offense. They do press at points of time in the game. In the half court, their primary defense is 3-2 zone and pressure defense full court man-to-man. Haven't played a ranked opponent. Nick actually grabs more boards than Johnny. McIntyre does get more assists. All right, let's go to opponent and take a look at their team. View the team. Their morale is good. No injuries. They're 3-3 versus quad 4, which is us. Okay. Looking at the star ratings. So Johnny Odell is their highest starred player. Also the leading rebounder and scorer. 6'11", 260. We might have to start a big lineup to deal with him. I see a lot of guys 7 points per game, 7, 8, almost 9. Here's 11, Kenny Arcanu, the shooting guard. He's a senior. Here's another one, almost double digits and almost 5 assists, Brian McIntyre. That's their point guard, who's really a shooting guard. So it looks like there's another one, Dana Strickland, their backup center, 6'10", 275, almost putting up 10 and 4. Stephen Lyon, 7.3, the freshman. Tony Rice, the freshman. No, the junior, putting up 7.2. Ahmad Gittins, power forward, putting up 8, almost 9 and 6. Wow. So they got some big guys, yet they run an outside offense. Let's see, their biggest one. There's Kenny Arcanu, Ahmad Giltons, Johnny Odell. They have 4 available scholarship. Lucky dogs. Their ratings both are better than us. Conference standings, they're in the middle of things. They should show what conference that is. Northwest something or other. But they're near the top, actually, at 4 and 5. Standings say first in conference. That's weird. Oh, if you click the conference, yeah, they're not first. Oh, they're probably going by conference record, which hasn't been scored yet. So everybody's first. 4 and 5, 2 and 2 at home, 2 and 3 away. Last 10, 4 and 5. They're on a 3-game win streak, so we're going to try to snap their win streak. Let's check out our practice plan before we jump in here. Still putting some time into man, 2-3 zone, a lot of time into half-court trap. Let's cut into that time. Give 5% to 3 out. We're not even working on flex right now. Save changes. Alrighty. And not much to do with recruiting. We have no money still. Is he still on the call list? No. So I don't know what happens with these JUCO peeps. I don't know if there can be transfers or anything like that. Anyway, let's see how long we're in it for thus far. 19 minutes. So we'll just jump into the game. And let's go. I think it's a home game. Yep, it's a home game. So December 19th, here we go. Maryland Eastern Shore. It's snowy outside in Maryland at this time of year. So it should be an interesting matchup against the net-wise, not a very great team, but record-wise, 4 and 5. Oklahoma goes to 7-3. Eastern Kentucky drops to 3-8. Weber State 2-8. NC Greensboro 1-8. The 8-loss Marvels. Number 19 Texas Tech gets the win, goes to 10-1. Boise City goes to 4-5. Lewiston almost pulls off a win. Wow, that's a low score. Oh, Texas A&M Commerce couldn't get their second win. San Diego State goes to 9-2, unranked. North DC, we like to see them lose. Gets it closer to not ending last in the conference. But yeah, we did pick one of the worst teams. I have to, mention that a lot because most of the other job situations were like finish first in the conference, make the tournament or this or that. Whereas us, it's like don't finish last. Northwestern State goes to 0-8. All right, here we go. Home Boise, Idaho State Tigers. We're gonna have to see how it go. They start Ahmad Gittins, Johnny Odell, Tony Rice, Kenny Arcino, and Brian McIntyre. And let's see how we match up. So offensively, we're going to start running flex. We're going to go with a balanced attack this time. High offensive pace. Let's freedom crash those offensive boards. And then defensively, we want to start out in man-to-man. Half-court trap. We're not going to run that. We're going to try to conserve some energy. Run the half-court trap less. Defensive intensity. Turn that a little bit in the middle to start. Matchup-wise, that's going to be tough for Nick. I see Nick getting into foul trouble early. We might have to make a change to the starting lineup and match them. So we'll put Steven Favors in there at the 5. He can deal with Johnny Odell, and we'll double Odell and make other guys beat us. And Nick can guard Ahmad Gittins. All right, that looks good. Let's tip it up and get it underway. Favors loses the tip. Comes Idaho State. McIntyre with it. Lake on the defense. McIntyre to Rice. Waylon George has been awesome on D, and George is charged with a foul. Quick foul. Not a great start, but let's see if we can get a defensive stop. Arcino. Rice again. Ahmad Gittins. Nick is way out top. Back to Arcino. McIntyre guarded by Lake. To Tony Rice. George is there. Pass is knocked away, but the ref called a kickball. Shot clock resets to 20. They're trying to get Rice involved early. Arcino, they're running motion. Odell with the ball. The double doesn't come, but McIntyre kicks it back out. Tony Rice. Rice shoots and scores it. Made it look easy there. 2-zip. We just come out running our flex. Steven Favors on the elbow. They're in a 3-2. To Nick. To Fleeces on the wing. Back to Lake at the top. Lake lets one go. Can't get it. Arcino with the rebound. It was a good look. And foul on Steven Favors. Number 1 on him. Our second team foul. McIntyre. Arcino. Gets it to Odell. We double him. Swings to Ahmad Gittins. Nick is way out. Horrible pass out of bounds by Arcino. Back comes Charles Lake quickly. Running the flex, gets it to Steven Favors. Nick gets a pass on the elbow to Jerron Duplessis. We're working those elbows. Waylon George. Back to Charles Lake. Does he have a three? Puts it up, rattles out, but Nick O'Connor, offensive board. Doesn't put it back up right away. Nice board by Nick. Waylon George. Charles Lake. Oh, that shot by George rattles out. Charles Lake starts off 0 for 2 from downtown. Arcino strokes a three. And Tony Rice picks off the pass from Lake. They go the distance. Offensive foul. We'll take it. Charles Lake brings it back. Gets it to Nick. Favors with the ball. Waylon George. Duplessis arguing with the ref. Kicks it back out to Lake. Is Lake going to fire another one? He does. Air ball. What is Charles Lake? I mean, he's being aggressive, but he's over 3 right now. I think we did tell him to shoot more threes. Does he need a quick sit down for Joel Boone? I want to talk to him a little bit. Just get Joel Boone out there. And maybe try running Princeton soon, but we'll see. Here's Rice. They're not running anything. McIntyre misses. O'Connor is second board. Comes Joel Boone. Nick Favors running the flex. Nick on the elbow. Gonna work the refs a little bit here. Ignored me. Waylon George. George shoots, can't hit. Rice rebounds the ball. Guarded by Boone. Rice guarded by George. To Gittins. While the Gittins is good, tries to go to the hole, blows by Nick, and puts it down with a huge dunk. 7-zip. Let's run Princeton. Still running the flex here. The corner jump shots against the 3-2 is not that great right now. Duplessis' shot is good for our first two. We're going to try running the Princeton and favor the outside a bit. Wow, Odell way down low. Fancy dribbling. O'Connor's there. Slam dunk over him. They press. Here comes Jerron Duplessis. Advances past midcourt. Waylon George going to attack the rim. Gets a look. Hits the iron and bounces off, but he'll shoot two. I like that aggressiveness early. Waylon George. We did tell him to attack the rim, I think, more often. Or did we say shoot more threes? I'm not sure. Either way, nice aggressive play. Cuts the lead to 5. Mod Gittins. Johnny Odell. Try to double him down low. Back to Gittins. Nick is there. Kenny Arcino in the corner. McIntyre. Odell. Wow, it's a tough shot in traffic from mid-range. Back comes Joel Boone. It's to Waylon George. Joel Boone arguing. His Favors on the block. Back out to Boone. Boone puts up a shot. It rattles out. Boone commits the foul. Let's try to work the ref a little. Ignored. 5 minutes in and we have 4 points. Let's let it go. And a steal by Waylon George. And we go the distance, and Favors throws it down. Nice pass by George to get it to Favors. 5-point game. Odell double. Duplessis argues with the ref. O'Connor on D. Gittins drains the bucket over him. Joel Boone advances. Running Princeton. Waylon George. To Favors. Pass taken by Boone. Boone puts up a shot and knocks it down for 3, showing his range. 4-point gem. Pass taken by Gittins. And Duplessis steps in and gets the steal. Outlet to Boone. Almost takes another one. Here's Waylon George in the offense. Down low again to Steven Favors. Could he get it to Boone? Favors puts up the shot. How in the world he got that one to go? That's the lead to 2. So this lineup, we didn't panic and playing well. Odell's doubled way out top. Arcino lets one go and made it look easy there. They have some nice outside shooting. Here comes Joel Boone. Referee warns Boone. Duplessis puts it up, little strong. Let me try to get Boone's back, but Arcino gets it to Odell. We don't bring the double right away, and Odell's able to make it go. Kiss off the glass. Back comes Boone. Finds Duplessis on the wing. Duplessis puts up a shot, no good. Tony Rice with the board. Duplessis is 1 for 3 to start. We need a scoring. Odell double way out. Kenny Arcino shoots, no good. Duplessis grabs the board. Back to running flex for a little bit. Waylon George. George shoots the 3, no good. McIntyre arguing with the ref. Gets warned. Kenny Arcino. Waylon George on the defense. Tony Rice. Referee ignores Favors. George guarding Rice here. That is just too easy. Got to turn the defensive intensity up a little bit. Well, Boone comes back. We're back down 8 again. Running flex. And the pass for Nick sails out of bounds. Favors with the turnover. I don't want to panic, guys, but you guys are winded as heck already. Let's get in, let's get in like a fresh batch. Let's get in Ivan Carroll, Bobby White, Javon Mitchell, and let Mitchell try playing the 3. Well, Charles Lake, he was out because we had to have a word with him. So let's bring him back in for Duplessis. Put Lake as a 3. Try running this lineup. And we'll run, try running a little 5 out and look for 3s. See how that works a little bit. Tony Rice takes a shot, missed. Javon Mitchell, the team rebound. To Joel Boone. Lake, we're running 5 out. Okay, Lake, calm down a little bit. He's not jacking it up right away. Bobby White makes a move. No good. Ahmad Gittins grabs the board. 8-point gem right now. Still very much in range. Oh, Bobby White gets the steal. Gets it to Boone. Coming the other way. Javon Mitchell. Swings it to Ivan Carroll. And that passes in the seats, folks. Carroll throws a bad pass. And gets a turnover. So when is Brendan Freeman going to come in? Okay, timeout. Motivate the team. Entire team. Show concern. They do not respond. I'm not going to make any subs. Keep the pace up. Keep running the sets. Arcino to Atkins. Fresh in the game. Arcino attempts to drive in traffic. No good. Bobby White grabs the board. So far, so good on the rebounding end. Pass taken by Mitchell. Carroll with the ball. We're running the 5 out. Joel Boone. They are in a 3-2. That pass is in the seat, folks. Boone with his first turnover. 5 out. Not really working, so let's run back to Princeton. And just calm down, guys. Calm down. Tony Rice, referee, listens to Bobby White. Good job, Bobby. Lucas can't handle the pass from White. Coming back the other way. Joel Boone. Not running to Princeton. Javon Mitchell. Javon Mitchell has disappeared this later half of the season. He was playing so well, and then just nothing. Lets one go. Wishes he could have that one back. He was wide open. Kenny Arcino. We're not shooting the threes well. 1 for 7 from downtown. Let's turn off, look for threes a little bit. Try to work the ball around. We'll still favor outside, but try to work it around a bit. Gittins. Johnny Odell is still out there. He hasn't touched it. Ref goes out of bounds. Last touch by the D. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Still, Odell doesn't get a touch. Strickland with it. Oh, Odell's not out there now. Strickland's there. Here's James Lucas. Puts up a shot. Ivan Carroll gets the board. Not going to double Dana Strickland. Here comes Boone. 3-2 zone has been stifling our three-point shooting, which is what it's meant to do. Ivan Carroll. Oh, that might be a look. Joel Boone. Gets it to Lake. Charles Lake. Takes him to the basket. He's fouled. Oh, wishes he could have that one back. Clangs it off the rim, and it's, okay. I dig it. Charles Lake misses the first free throw of the game for us. Sinks the second. Akins. Ivan Carroll steps in, gets the steal, goes the distance to Bobby White. Nice Ivan Carroll assist to Bobby running the floor. Joel Boone charged for the foul, his second. Let's get Lake back at the point guard. Do I put in Dougie Price already? It's a little early for Doug Price, but I have a good feeling about it against this team. Let's put in Doug Price. Rico Akins with the ball. It's Gooden. Mitchell's there. Gooden puts up a shot. Ivan Carroll gets his second board. Outlets to Lake. Mitchell moves to the 2 guard. See if he can make something happen here. Carroll catches down low. We're running the Princeton. Charles Lake, top of the key. Dougie Price, we know he likes to shoot it. Ivan Carroll well down low, pulls it back out. Charles Lake running the offense well. Javon Mitchell with it on the wing. Ivan Carroll, someone's got to shoot. Carroll with a nice crossover, gets to the rim, can't put it down, gets his own offensive board. Cannot convert, but nice hustle play by Ivan Carroll. Dougie Price on defense, holding his own. James Lucas, Carroll gets his 4th rebound. I don't mind that from Ivan Carroll, attacking the rim, just couldn't get it to fall. We did tell him to attack the rim more. Mitchell gets it to Carroll, who's touching it a lot on offense. We're going to have to get Nick O'Connor back out there. Javon Mitchell. Bobby White gets a touch. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell holds, gives it to Carroll at the elbow. Javon Mitchell, referee warns Akins. Gets to Chucky Lake in the corner. Chucky gets it to Ivan Carroll. Could be a nice assist down low. Back to Lake. Someone's got to shoot. Doug Price. 2-1 taking a jumper. And he's fouled and missed it, and a timeout. Not a bad exchange. So, what to tell the guys here? Ivan Carroll has been hustling. We want to keep him out there. Bobby White has a rebound and a steal. Doug Price, Javon Mitchell, just one rebound. He's played okay D, I guess. 1 point for Chucky Lake. Let's maybe get Duplessis back out there for Mitchell. And run with this lineup. Or give Bobby White a break and put Nick back in. Motivate the team, entire team. We'll show some praise. And the play we want to run is pick and roll, Charles Lake, Nick O'Connor. Let's go. We're gonna run the Princeton. Oh, Dougie Price is shooting too. Gets the first. Cuts the lead to 4, which is nice to see. Chris Gooden with the ball. Duplessis is there, I think. Lions. To Lucas. Nick is way out there. Gooden takes the shot and makes it look good. Chris Gooden with the score. 6-point gem. Doug Price. Now that Nick's back in, let's run the flex a bit more. Jumper by Dougie, no good. Ivan Carroll offensive board and easy putback. 4-point game. Nicely done, Ivan Carroll. Being aggressive and energetic. We'll take it. Oh, Duplessis all over it. Good defense, but called for a foul, his first. It's been a pretty foul. Oh, he missed it. Or did he make it? I missed that. Yeah, he missed it. Makes a second. 6-point game. Foul shots have not been a huge deal thus far in the game for either team. Duplessis. Oh, stolen from Jerron Duplessis, and they get the easy 2. Rico Akins lays it in on the break from the turnover. Charles Lake. Ivan Carroll. Nick O'Connor. Gonna work the ref a little. Duplessis. Doug Price. Enrico Akins commits the foul. They still have a foul to give. All right. Down 8. Offensively, it's just we're not getting it. Flex to Nick. Doug Price out top. Nick attempts to drive to the basket. Oh, and he traveled. All right, Doug, you came in, added a point, a turnover. We get Waylon George back out there. 8-point game once again. Stephen Lyons. Similar side of Odell to Strickland. Bust a move. Back out to James Lucas. Nick is there. Gooden. Duplessis on the defense. I like our defensive. I did until he drains that 3. And it's a large lead of the night of 11 for the bad guys. Jerron Duplessis gets to Nick. Maybe I should give them a little more freedom. That's how we were winning in the first game of the season. Lake can't get it to go. Rico Akins. Because this running the offense is not really working too well. Let's give them a little more freedom. And with this unit right now, let's try to look for 3s a little too. Dana Strickland. Carroll commits the foul. That was our foul to give. He's got 5 boards already. We're going to leave him out there. And on offense, we'll run Princeton. Let's look for threes. Carroll with another foul. Foul number 2 on him. And they're in the bonus. So I'll shoot 1 and 1. Gave my guys a little more freedom. Oh, nice. George with the board. Outlets to Lake. 11-point gem. Lake puts from way downtown. Bang. 8-point gem. Big shot by Charles Lake. Referee listened to Lions on their team. He's lying. There's Lions in the corner. The culprit. And he gets a foul called on Waylon George, and they'll shoot 1 and 1. And Carroll is pretty winded, so we'll get Stephen Favors out there who can run the offense a bit better anyway. And Stephen Lyons knocks them both down. 10-point gem as they press us. Back we come. Charles Lake. Pass taken by George. Waylon George. Favors down low. Back to Lake. Lake may have a look at it. Puts up a shot and rattles home the 3 ball. His second 3 of the game. All of a sudden he's 2 for his last 2 from downtown. 7-point difference. Strickland. Favors with the foul. Number 2 on him. I got to work the ref a little. Still in the bonus. I don't think it's shooting 2 fouls yet. Oh, he missed a second. Favors grabs the board. Passes to Lake. Only 8-point game. They just come away with 1 point on that possession. Waylon George, no good. Gooden grabs the board. Waylon George now 0 for 4 in the first half. You never know who's going to step up or fall down on the team. Dana Strickland. Favors is there. We might have to put in Joel Boone. Lions guarded by George. Good defensive presence here. I dig it. Lake on Akins. Swings it. I'm going to work the ref a little. I get warned. Pick O'Connor. To Akins. Lake is a little off of him. Down to Lions. George there. Lions lets it go. How in the world did he get that to fall? Duplessis gets a touch. To Favors. Back to Duplessis. Top of the key. He's going to let one go and drills the trifecta. 5 points for Duplessis now. 7-point game. We're starting to hit some threes. But defensively, they kind of have us figured out in a way. We only gave up 33 points, though. They shoot. No good. O'Connor's third board. Back comes Chucky Lake. Gets it to Duplessis again. See if he's feeling it. To Favors. Way down low. And he's going to dish it to Lake. Lake dumps it off to George. If only George can get one to go. Makes a move off the dribble. Can't get it to drop. 20-foot jumper. Come the other way. Our guys are tired. Dead ball would be lovely. And it was deflected out of bounds and a timeout. So, not bad stuff. Waylon George now 0 for 5. Let's get Joel Boone in for Nick O'Connor. Of course, he's not going to play 4. Bobby White in for Waylon George. Joel Boone will play the 2. And Duplessis will play the 3 with Lake at point guard. Motivate the team. Entire team show some concern. Okay. They tune me out. Here we go. 7-point game. If we can get a stop here, it would be nice. Arcino. Boone is there. Tony Rice guarded by Duplessis. Odell. Got to double him. Double Odell. Odell lets one go and drains it. Textbook jumper. Extends the lead back to 9. Charles Lake to Boone. We're still looking for threes with this lineup. Boone takes him to the basket. Makes a nice move. No good. Favors had position. Couldn't get the board. 9-point gem. Oh, deep down low to Gittins. Kicks it back out to Rice. Back to Ahmad Gittins. Bobby White is there. Pass taken by Gittins. Trying to work on Bobby. Nice. Favors gets the board. Good defense by Bobby White. No, we're still in this thing. It's close. Can't argue too much with this first half. The Pleases. Down to Favors. Pass taken by Lake. Puts up another shot. Oh, had a real good look at it. Yeah, at least he's aggressive, but missed a couple threes here. Gonna still look for threes with this unit. Pass goes out of bounds. Last touch by the defense. Let's get Boone at the point guard. Looks like maybe we can throw Doug Price back out there. And Duplessis is just going to have to play through it. Deep breaths, bro. Breathe through your nose, they used to say. I used to like to just put your arms up and do it that way. Foul on Doug Price. And it's the bonus plus, so they're shooting 2 no matter what. Biggest lead of the game, 11. We're looking for threes. We have some freedom. Running to Princeton. Duplessis. Puts up a shot, no good. Our 3-point game has not been great. We're getting looks, but we're 4 of 13 from downtown. Arsenu throws a bad pass out of bounds. Nice. Let's get a 2 for 1 where possible. Oh, I could have brought out someone else, though, for Duplessis. There's Boone. Boone to Duplessis. He's pretty tired. Favors on the corner. Back to Duplessis. Does he have a look for 3? He does. Can't get it to go. Tony Rice nearly goes out of bounds. McIntyre. Arseno. Duplessis now 2 for 6 from the field. Here's Odell, no double team. Gets by Favors and throws it down with a monster dunk. 13-point gem, biggest of the half. Joel Boone. Duplessis again. He's so tired. We're hoping other guys could get a touch here. Favors back to Duplessis, unfortunately. If he puts it up again, attempts to drive. Wildly off balance. Some sweet string music for Jerome Duplessis. That was a big bucket to keep us in it here early. Odell again through the double team. He leads everybody with 12. We'll get one more shot here. Boone to Duplessis. Favors. He's going to kick it back out to Duplessis. That's what they're giving us right now. Duplessis. Busts a move. Oh, and he hits it. Another deep 2 for Jerron Duplessis. Nice way to end the half. Yeah, just like that, we're still down 11. Only 30 points scored for us. They didn't crush us in points in the paint. No second chance points for them, and we out fast broke them, but Johnny Odell got going there at the end. It's been 1 lead change. They've led by as many as 13. Got to keep doubling Odell. And that's the story. Plus 12 with all their starters, minus 1 with their bench. Although Akins has 5, 2 boards, an assist, and a steal. For us, Nick O'Connor's got to get going. He hasn't even taken a shot yet. 3 boards and assists, though. Waylon George, 2 points, 0 for 5 from the field. 2 assists and a steal, which is nice. 4 points for Favors to go with 4 assists and 2 boards. Monster game so far for him. 7 for Lake. 1 turnover. Duplessis has 9, a rebound and a steal, including a nice end of half display. And our bench helping out. Even Dougie Price has a point. 2 for Carroll to go with 5 boards, an assist, and a steal. Monster. Bobby White has 2 points, a rebound, a steal. And Boone has 3 points, hasn't really got it going. 1 for 3 shooting. So from here, I don't think I'm going to start. Well, should I start Favors? No, I think I'm going to get Brandon Freeman in, who didn't even see it in the first half. But I'm not that afraid of Odell. Lake, Duplessis, and Waylon George. We're going to run flex, favor the outside with a little bit of freedom. And with this unit, I'd like to look for threes. Even though they weren't falling at a great clip, I'd like to get Waylon George going here in the second half. As we pass it in, here comes Chucky Lake to Waylon, and immediately gets it to Nick. Nick to Chucky Lake at the top of the key. Is he going to have a look at it? Nice ball handling. Can't get it to go. Kenny Arcino with the board. 11-point gem. Johnny Odell again, double teamed. Bust through the double team. Wow, he's good. Misses, but Gittins get it. Can't get it good. Can't get it to go. Gittins. Waylon George. Back to O'Connor. Running the flex. Brandon Freeman at the wing. To Duplessis. I mean, at the end of the day, we just don't have a lot of talent. Plus, I'm a newbie coach. I don't really know what I'm doing. Chuck Lake. Freeman. To Nick. Let's see if Nick can take a shot. Gets it to Waylon George. All this passing. Waylon George gets going. His first field goal of the night. Cuts it to 9. Then has to guard Rice. Down to Gittins. Freeman's there. Gittins pass stolen by Lake. Lake gets it to Freeman. Freeman to Nick. Nick O'Connor made it look easy there. Taking the little jumper on the block. 7-point gem. In the second half, let's turn our... Oh, another steal. This time by Nick. And goes the distance. What a jam on the break by Nick O'Connor. We're going to turn our half-court press up. And McIntyre throws a pass over the head of Rice. All of a sudden, we got a little bit of momentum here. 5-point game. Jerron Duplessis with fresh legs. He lets one go and trains the triple off the glass. Oh my. 2-point game. We're right back in it. Nice little run here for this unit. Tony Rice, no good. Duplessis with the board. We're gaining momentum. This is probably the most momentum we've ever had. Duplessis is open at the 3-point line. Brandon Freeman finds Waylon George. He's got to look at it. Oh, to Duplessis. And Duplessis throws a pass over the head of Lake. Oh, we lose a little momentum there. No worries though, guys. Let's come back. Johnny Odell's double team. If we can stop Odell, we just might have a chance. 2-point game all of a sudden. To Gittins, Freeman all over him. And this happened with Brandon Freeman getting his first time in the game. Arcino. Good defense. Gittins with a brick. George with the board. Chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Duplessis has it. Kicks it to Brandon Freeman. Running the flex. Freeman makes a little move. Out to George. I get warned. Duplessis offensive board. Put back is good. It's a tie to 41. Jerron Duplessis leads us with 14. He's the game high scorer thus far. Tied game. Ahmad Gittins. Trying to get him going early in the second half. McIntyre, crossover, Lake all over him, but fouls him. And that's going to send McIntyre here to try to stop the bleeding. It's the first, and Idaho State goes up 2. Now they can set up their press. Duplessis dribbles across. To Waylon George. And a foul number 2, Arcino with the foul. Referee ignores Duplessis. I got warned, so I've got to be quiet. Charles Lake to Duplessis. Freeman. Chuck Lake. Waylon George takes his man to the basket, gets a look and drains it. Fills it up from mid-range, and we are at a tied game at 43. It's been all Maryland Eastern Shore in the second half. All the good guys. McIntyre guarded by Lake. Looking to take him. Lake is there. Tough defense. O'Connor with the board. Chance to take the lead. Lake to Freeman. To Nick. Let's see if Nick can keep it going. Pass taken by Waylon George. George and a foul on McIntyre. Can't argue with that. Oh, and a timeout. I didn't catch that. No worries. I could have ran a play there. Probably should have. Freeman and a foul. All right, let's keep it moving. That's their third team foul. We only have one team foul. Here comes Chuck Lake to Freeman. Nick O'Connor. Busts a move. Waylon George is there. Duplessis. Chuck Lake at the top of the key. To Nick, who's going to make a move? Someone has to shoot. It's going to be Freeman, 1 on the clock. Freeman lets one go, couldn't get it. McIntyre with the board. The R&B singer Brian McIntyre. Here's Gittins. McIntyre shoots, fills it up for 2. We still have all our timeouts. No, we spent 1. Lake lets one go. O'Connor offensive board. Lake tried to hit a quick one to keep it moving. Here comes Duplessis. Still running the flex. Waylon George. Lake has a shot at another one if he wants it. Lets it go. No good. He's now 2 for 10, but aggressive. Might have to pull him, though. Rice puts up a shot and hits it. We're going to call a quick 30-second timeout as they extend the lead to 4. Let's get Joel Boone back out there. And entire team gets praise. They appreciate it. Let's run a 3-pointer. With Tron Duplessis getting it to Joel Boone. This might be a little tricky of a play, but we'll see how it goes. See if we can pull it off. Run the play. Waylon George with the pick. Joel Boone. Play blows up. Duplessis has it. We're not running anything, but here's Joel Boone. He'll let it go now and drains the triple. So it ends up working out. Just how we drew it up. McIntyre. And a foul on Duplessis, number 2 on him. Gonna leave this unit out. Only our second team foul. They have 3. That's taken by Rice. George on the defense. Johnny Odell, double teamed. Marcino. Oh, Joel Boone with the steal. Goes the distance. George can't get it to go, but he's fouled. Foul number 3 on McIntyre. One of their key players. So Waylon George will shoot 2. Free throws have not been a big factor. He misses the second. Rice grabs the board. It's a tie game, though. Could have a lead change if we get a stop here. Rice to Gittins. Freeman all over him. Commits the foul a little too much on him. Let's get Steven Favors in for Nick to give him a quick breather. And yeah, it's the only change I really want to make right now. Odell down low, fancy dribbling, gets by Favors immediately. That's not good, but we go down by 2. We can make it up. Here comes Joel Boone. Jerron Duplessis, fairly fresh legs. Gets it to Freeman. A running flex. Waylon George at the top of the key may have a look. Nice ball handling. Puts up a shot. Knocked out of bounds by the offense. Idaho State's ball. Waylon, I like your aggressiveness. You're 2 for 10. 6 for 19 from downtown as a team. Let's let him out there. We need guys who are willing to shoot. I was going to put Bobby White in, but not yet. They're leaving McIntyre out there with 3 fouls. Odell down low. We're able to bring the double. Trill still tries to get the hole. Breaks the double team and the huge dunk by Johnny Odell. He's been too much to handle. Favors certainly can't handle him down there. Freeman with the ball. 2 Favors. Trying to make a move. Over to Waylon. Waylon surveys the D. Hits Jerron Duplessis. Pass taken by Boone. The fresh guy. Shoots it over to Favors. Favors makes a move to the basket. Brandon Freeman under 10 on the shot clock. Duplessis. Kicks it to Waylon George. 4 on the shot clock. To Boone. Looks like Boone's going to have to hit a 3. Puts it up and drains it. It's good for 3. Count it for Joel Boone. He's up all of a sudden got 9 points. It's a 1-point jam. McIntyre misses. Rice, their offensive rebound. First one on the board for him. Gittins guarded by Freeman. Gittins, and the pass was deflected out of bounds. Let's get Bobby White in for George. Some fresh legs. Motivate the team, entire team. Praise. All right, let's roll. Played man-to-man this whole game because they were shooting well outside, so I didn't want to give them open outside looks. Gittins has been shut down by Freeman. We got to keep in mind, Freeman's a defensive player. He may not put up great stats, but he's going to play good defense as McIntyre rattles one home. Duplessis, we're running the flex. Duplessis, step back 3, no good. McIntyre brings it past half court. Duplessis with the steal. Outlet to Boone. Here comes Boone. Kicks it to Freeman. Freeman dumps it off to Stephen Favors at the elbow. Still running flex. Stephen Favors puts it on the floor. Can't get it. McIntyre with the rebound and return the other way. And the pass sails out of bounds. Let's take a 30-second timeout. And let's see. Maybe get Nick O'Connor back out there. Bobby White, leave this unit. Stephen Favors show a little concern. Let's run a pick and roll with Joel Boone and Nick O'Connor. I may bust out Tim Jones, the 7-footer, to guard Joel Boone. Quick shot, no good. Got a good look on the pick and roll, though, to guard Odell. I could have did that earlier, though. He hasn't played the whole game. He's going to be cold coming in there. O'Connor on the defense. That's not good news. Gittins. Favors with the board. Comes Joel Boone. We can tie it with a 3. Jerron Duplessis. Running Princeton and committed the foul. Rice, that's the 5th foul. 15th foul for Idaho State. In comes Boone. Boone to Duplessis. Makes a move, gets it to Favors. Duplessis arguing, swings it over to Duplessis, steps back, makes a dribble move, and gets it to go. Got a great look and knocked it down. Duplessis leads the way with 16. His shooting has become much better, while others have struggled. Lions to Strickland. Odell no longer on the floor, so we don't have to Double Dana Strickland. Lyons to Lucas. O'Connor's there. Lucas lets one go, and Nick fouled him. Gonna put this unit out there. Lucas makes the first of two. Could extend the lead to 3, and he does. Still a very doable game right now. Duplessis will bring it across. Steps back. Does a dribble move. Shoots a 3, no good. Chris Gooden. Duplessis was feeling it there. Akins gets the ref to listen to him. Pass taken by Gooden. Puts up a 3. No way. Akins gets the board and puts in the kiss off the glass. 5-point game. Joel Boone to Duplessis. Duplessis can't find the range on the 3. Okay, stop looking for 3s, guys. Let's even go back to running flex a little bit. Favors with the board. 5-point gem. Duplessis says, listen here, coach. Goes to the hole. Nice sidestep and hits the jumper. He is feeling it right now. 18 for Duplessis. 3-point game, 1-possession game. Akins shoots a quick 3 and sinks the long one. 6-point game. Back to Duplessis. He wants it. Chris Gooden with the foul. Number 1 on him and a timeout. Duplessis has to get a little... I don't know if I want to give him a breather, though. I have to. Let's get Charles Lake in there. See if Lake can continue the good play. We'll leave Boone out there. Okay, they don't have a star lineup out there. Let's motivate the team. Entire team show concern. And let's see who's out there. Let's try to run a 3 with Joel Boone getting it to Charles Lake. Let's try to run that play. I know we're looking not for 3s, but Charles Lake can step in and hit a 3 right off the bench. Usually not a good idea, but I have faith. Lake takes it, no good. Nick O'Connor, offensive board. At the elbow, lets one go, no good. Lucas comes away with his 6-point gem. We're playing these guys tooth and nail this whole game. We're just down 6, though. Well, actually, we played them tooth and nail the second half. Even as much as... Did we ever take the lead? I'm not sure. Lucas, guarded by Favors. Strickland shoots. Strickland gets the board. Puts it back up and in. Dana Strickland. It's on Favors, and it's a large lead right now of 9. We have 1 timeout remaining. Comes Joel Boone. Charles Lake. That's taken by Favors. 9-point game. Nick O'Connor. Will he step into a 3? Nope. Charles Lake. Nice pass from O'Connor. Here's Boone. To Lake. Lake puts up the shot and drains the triple. He's 3 for 10 from downtown, but 3 big ones right there. Akins gets Stephen Lyons. Chris Gooden. Oh, pass deflected out of bounds. Favors has 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Let's leave him out there. Plus he can stroke a 3 in a very rare blue moon. It's taken by Lyons. 6-point game. Dumps it off to Gooden. Lake is there. Boone is all over Akins. Maybe a little too much. Akins drains the triple. Big clutch shot. And now we might have to start looking for 3s a little bit. There's Boone. Gets to Lake, who just nailed one. He's going to let another one go. Hits the 3 ball from deep. 3-pointers keeping us in it. 6-point gem. Akins. Akins has been tough. I want to put Charles Lake on him. And the jumper by Chris Gooden is good. 8-point gem. Under 6 minutes to play in the game. Oh, Stephen Lyons steps in. And Strickland throws it down for a jam. 10-point game. And we're going to call a timeout right now. Our last timeout, so got to make it count. I want Boone, Lake, Duplessis, O'Connor. Oh, Ivan Carroll played good. Let's get Ivan Carroll for some fresh legs. Entire team show concern. And we're going to need a 3 from Charles Lake to Jerron Duplessis. See if we can make it work. 3-pointer here will keep us in it. Jerron Duplessis looks like he's guarded. Lets one go off the rim. And offensive-wise, we got to run flex, look for threes, give a little more freedom. A little more freedom. Chris Gooden puts up a shot. O'Connor with the board. That was the best thing that could have happened right there. Quick shot that gives us more time. Boone to Ivan Carroll. We've ran the offense almost all game, and it has been fairly effective. It's our defense that struggled there a little bit. Duplessis to Charles Lake. Out to Boone, who looks like he's got a wide open 3. Tries to go to the hole. Shoots it, can't get it to go. James Lucas the board, but a nice overall play there. I mean, we played him tough again. It's not like we're getting blown out in these games. We're just coming up a little short. It's usually one stretch of the game lately. Dana Strickland gets by Carroll. One little stretch of the game, and a team will make some extension, and then we'll just not be able to make it up. Pretty much lack of talent, that sort of thing. Duplessis, no good for 3. 8 for 17, leads all scores with 18, but just not able to convert. And Strickland again, guarded by Carroll. He likes that matchup. Strickland is a tough matchup. We're going to double him, actually. There he goes. Chris Good in the offensive board. Approaching 4 to play. It looks like they're packing this one up. James Lucas. Nick is there. And I didn't do the subs right. Our guys are tired again. Off the mark. O'Connor with the board. Would like to see him more involved offensively, but it is what it is. Boone. Ivan Carroll at the wing. Still running the flex. Ivan Carroll puts it on the floor. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Pass taken by Duplessis. Got to score, and we've got to score quick. Foul number 2. Let's try running 5 out. A timeout. And they're in the bonus, so let's see. Keep these guys out there. I don't know. Jerron Duplessis, show concern. No, we'll praise him. There's no reason to run a play. Charles Lake is going to shoot 1-on-1. Drains the first. And sinks the second. So Charles Lake came up big in the second half. He's got 15 points. Our half-court press. Oh, they broke it that time. Does not call. I try to work the ref. I get warned. McIntyre guarded by Duplessis. Still 3.5 minutes to go. We're down 10. Gittins to McIntyre. Duplessis in perfect defensive position. And he drains the 3 anyway. They're starting to really catch fire in the second half. Joel Boone to Duplessis. Duplessis, Carroll. He steps back. Lets one go. Brick. Odell's back in. It's Ivan Carroll's position now. And the pass for Arcino out of bounds. I don't know who we could bring in. Javon Mitchell only played 5 minutes. Let's bring in Steven Favors. Dougie Price is going to get Duplessis. And Bobby White is going to get Boone. And then Lake is going to go to point guard. I don't know. It's 5 fresh guys. Offense, high pace, high crash boards, look for threes. 2 for 1. Plenty of offensive freedom. White with the ball. White busts the move, and there's a whistle. He traveled. But yeah, really just the overall pretty solid game. It was much closer than the scoreboard currently indicates. Especially in the second half when we went on a streak there to start it and really were playing well, but couldn't maintain. And God says you will take the L again, and that's okay. It's learning experience. It's fun. Makes me can't wait till next season when we have more weapons beside Nick. Well, we'll be losing Nick and Stephen Favors, but we'll be gaining so much. Joey Manning, Jason Tuck, Jabari Saucer, our recruit, 2-star recruit. Should be fun. But we have to make it through this season, and we're trying to learn and be competitive at the same time, which is tough. Price, nice crossover. Jumper, no good. Missed it badly, but we'll shoot 2. Pretty much garbage time here with 2 minutes left. I don't see any kind of miracle happening to where we get some sort of magical win. Arsenault. It's Tony Rice. Bobby White guarding him. Chuck Lake. Still out there. We got to get him a breather. It's too little too late. They just went on fire here at the end of the second half, and that's what pulled them away. Kittens. How in the world to get that one to fall? Story of the night here in the second half. They just did what they wanted. Doug Price finds Bobby White. Nice pass. Stephen Favors receives it. Running 5 out. Here's Charles Lake. Chuck Lake puts up a shot. No good. As soon as we get a chance here, we're going to sub in the rest of our bench. Overall, good effort. Like I said, you'd have to watch the game to really know it was closer than this seemed. Let's get Favors out of there. Let's get Curtis Muhammad in there. And Jovan Mitchell. We have a lot of things to be excited for in the future. That's for sure. Ivan Carroll grabs the board. The future looks bright. As soon as Jovan Mitchell gets back there, we started the season. We weren't winning, but he was playing way better. Tim Jones. It's Muhammad. Just running the 5-out offense here. Jovan Mitchell. Traveling violation called. Oh, you can pull up game stats like that. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Game options. Play-by-play. See if we like that better. No, it's a little... It's taking my Rice. Gittins with the ball. Rice with the ball. Oh, you get more information. Ready to fire up a pass. Tony Rice surveys the defense. Arsenault looking for Rice. Rice receives the pass. Rice clangs it off the rim. Tim Jones pulls down the board. Yeah, I like this better, I think. 3-2 zone. Pass taken by Price. Traveling violation called on Price, so now we can see how many turnovers Price can rack up before the game's over. Warns Tim Jones, who's not happy. He's like, they never play me. It's terrible. Johnny Odell double team, gets it to Rice. Carroll's there. No, Dougie Price is there. Doug Price. It's Doug. Oh, pass intended for Odell, knocked out of bounds. By the defense, I take it. It's McIntyre. Javon Mitchell with the steal. Lets one go and drains the triple. Javon Mitchell. I don't know why they just don't run it out here. They still look to score. Which is a little... They should program just stalling it out. Which I guess they're kind of doing, but if he shoots... Yeah, there should be no shot here. He puts up a shot. Not good. Price with the board. And that'll do it. Good effort. We can see what happened. Johnny Odell hurt us with 18 points, only 4 boards and 2 assists. They beat us in points to the paint. He's the player of the game. 4 lead changes, 3 times tied. We held a 0-point lead. We never led? How was our 4 lead changes? Oh, it just went to tied. So we never actually led by a point, but we were closest tied. But yeah, it was mostly Johnny Odell. Akins hit a few clutch threes in the second half, 3 for 4 from downtown. They were 5 for 14. We were 10 for 31, which that happens. Free throws didn't really play a huge part. They were up 6 on us there. 17 personal fouls to 13, 16 turnovers by them to our 11. That was great. 9 steals to their 3. No blocks by anybody. 15 assists to their 22. They got us there. Rebounding 39 to 29. Yeah, that'll do it. And field goal percentage, we shot 36.9%. They shot 55. Living true to the stats we saw before the game. But see what happened. Duplessis led us with 18. He was only 2 for 9 from downtown, though. 3 rebounds and assists, 2 steals. 15 for Chuck Lake. 4 of 12 from downtown. Waylon George had 7, but never really got it going. He had a steal, 3 assists, 3 boards, though. A lot of stat stuffing going on. 3 assists for Joel Boone, 9 points. He had 3 threes. 7 boards by Ivan Carroll, an assist and a steal to go with 2 points. So yeah, Doug Price had 2 turnovers. Not a bad turnover game, though. We'll take 11 all day. That's a great game, but it's pretty close. Very fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for sticking with me if you made it this far. Episode 28, a smashing success, even though we dropped to 2 and 11. Very cool. But I hope you guys will join me next time. Stay tuned because we're going to be going up against, let's see the schedule. Going to be going up against the Staten Island Eagles at home. That was our first home loss, by the way. Going to 1-1 at home. And that looks like a pretty good team, too. They're 5-6, 1-4 away, though. So it's definitely a winnable game. And then very soon after, we play North Dakota State Bulls. Then North Carolina Central Hawks is our first conference game. That's when it gets real serious, to where we can try and win the conference by a miracle. But you never know, because our conference does not seem that strong. But we'll see how it goes. It should be interesting. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you'll join me next time. If you like this, please smash that like button. That lets me know you dig it, and it also helps the channel. Also, feel free to subscribe if you're new and leave a comment if you want. I just responded to a bunch of comments yesterday. Very fun. And yeah, tune in next time as we play Staten Island Eagles at home. Should be cool. Until then, guys, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy. I am basketballed out for the day. Catch you guys next time. Ciao for now.